Welcome to the program. My name is Abuman Kota, and you are listening to the Dialogue Show, and you are watching the TV broadcast of the TPN. And we come to now from the United States of America. As we all know, we get so many things for discuss today as the politics of Sierra Leone continue for evolve and intensify. Today, one of the things we want for discuss is about the registrations them way did not take place. Yesterday was the deadline for the registrations them, and we want for make sure we see waiting at the hiccups, if there is any hiccups, and waiting at the potential candidates them what them plan for do, and all them things then they will get for discuss but then thing today. And we also want for discuss about certain things them, the developments then will happen quite recently. As we all know, there are so many accusations in terms of this dual citizenship, and we all want for put we own efforts and try for find a solution to that and see how we go do. Now that make we there today for every week for make sure say we tell you now what's in the benefit of social media and the technology way we all don't put together. One of the things I want to discuss today is the fact that Mr. Abdul, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Just please say. Alright, so one of the things we want to discuss today is very simple and very straightforward. Is the fact that there are so many accusations, so many development, them so many things them way they go. Now we country, that small country there, a country of just about 7.5 million people. We neighbors then just don't inaugurate the new president, when President George Weah, and now it's our time for America. We do the right thing for make we get somebody where they come lead way for the next 5 years. Now let's start with very important developments where a lot of people then they talk about. That is the nomination process is way been go on throughout the week. The SLPP come in, as we all see at the screen. The SLPP come in and can nominate. One thing where I don't understand is can the Yunkela or the NGC already done do the nomination? Maybe Mr. Abu will able to tell me about that, because I'm a little bit confused here. I know say he been doing nomination for the parliamentary, and there are people who tell me say, well, he just do the nomination for the parliamentary. I've been they try to get hold of one of their spokesman when Dr. Spencer, but I know you will get hold of for Mecca for being understand whether indeed they don't do the nomination for, because Kanda Yumkela been talk say the nomination where they get for do he get for go na can be a good do in nomination for the parliamentary, and can na free turn and come meet up with a running mate when Andrew Kelly now what allowed, and then can free turn and can do the presidential nomination. But over the these 2 days, some people in the Colonial Kota will not feel say can the don't nominate as a presidential candidate here to what thing they go on. So I'm a little bit confused, and I've been trying to get hold of them, but I'll not be able for get hold of them. But hopefully people they know we they're very close to that party day. But the nominations went very smoothly. There are some hiccups, there are some kind of fighting where it take place, especially during the APC nomination. I think I see some injuries then where it take place, but I not feel say now something we will get for say the world is crashing down. So that's very good, very, very important. And we all see the candidates them they show off way every candidate they show off when the NGC come na free term probably dominate, but I'm still have to confirm that, and show off the young crowd. The SLPP came in, and the same thing day before yesterday, then show off the young crowd. The APC come in, then show off the young crowd. The ADP come in. I don't know about the C4C. I don't know if they not actually nominate the C4C. I know very much about them, but hopefully we will know in the coming 2 days or so, because with our understanding, nomination for don't end up yesterday. And if indeed it might be, yes, indeed they maybe then go try for hold on, I forgot for turn on the radio. So the one that we listen at the radio, so then we're able to listen what they try for do. So let me just do it very quickly. I just think about that. So yeah, so everything now they go on with the radio. Sorry, the one that we listen in our radio, I think I forget for turn the mic on. So when I go hear you at the talk, but I think on the area now. So welcome to the program. If you just tune in at the radio, and if you just tune in YouTube, as I said last week, right now we broadcast live from YouTube, and at the same time we get a link from YouTube to the Facebook. So if you didn't have Facebook or YouTube, you can still watch we, but right now exclusively on YouTube with the broadcast. And as we say last week, they try for test the YouTube channel and see how far it go. So welcome, and now they watch me on YouTube there. For now we are able to help we there. If you see that down the subscription button, where they down, just subscribe, click on it, go able to help you, because we try for it. We just start this, so we want for reach a certain number of subscription where we qualify for more powerful features than YouTube. YouTube not like Facebook, where it no matter. Then they give the features the way you need, but YouTube they give certain stage of subscription, then they give certain level of features then we will able to help you more. So for Mac we all promote this channel, this new channel. The subscription button where you see down, just click and make you subscribe, and also that's going to able to help you if we do live. They send a notification to you say yes, the TPN they live. So that's a wonderful thing. Okay, just subscribe, and I believe say as time they go on, we're able to get that amount of people than they. So coming back to the politics of Sierra Leone, as we now always see, the APC pulled a lot of crowd yesterday. It was very marvelous crowd, and I don't know whether that could translate to vote, but we don't know. But the crowd was very great. There are people who they try for talk, say the APC, the crowd where people the imports from upline. Yes, indeed. The APC imports from upline, just like the SLPP imports from upline as well. So that's all about politics. So the nominations are closed yesterday. Now, by Monday, now if you get for petition somebody in candidacy, Monday now the deadline. And we already don't know. We get for can talk about that about Kane Yunkela in petition where he just win na the branch, the neck branch na Cambia, and we get for talk about that. And there are also things we want to talk about. There are people where they accuse the APC, say well then they use the country's resources to go buy Honda them about $600,000. We for buy their Hondas, then they then give the supporters them for go around. I don't know whether that's true because the APC don't in power for a very long time, and I believe say then we able afford $600,000 for buy things the way they're supposed to buy. As far as I know say the APC gets a lot of money, and that make them not even much bother about the diaspora, because they have enough resources for these elections. So and at the same time, in fact, we know say John Bonus say actually donated $1 million to the campaign, Probably that's don't even knock down speculations. And I know say John Bonos say and the president, I mean, they try for bring pickup trucks. I don't know how many. Some people they say 100, some they say more. I don't know how much, but that was the information where Abine gets a long time ago. Say they don't order some pickup trucks and Hondas. Maybe the Honda then don't come. Maybe the pickup trucks don't come it. But here is the situation we will find ourselves. The nominations are close, except somebody ask for an extension, which probably never go give anybody that extension then if you ask for them. So except somebody ask for extension, nomination supposed to for close the 26th, yes, or Friday, 26th Friday yesterday supposed for close. And so where are we as a country, as political parties, different political parties, and which side we want to go? This not the question now where every Sierra Leonean is supposed for ask himself. Now that the nominations are closed, and by February the campaign will start. There are people who very much concerned about violence. We'll therefore discuss about violence, the politics of we country this coming election. But now we start with the nomination process, the show off, and the other stuff them way don't go on, and also we therefore talk about the accusations them way the NGC and some NGC supporters them then don't accuse Dr. Samura, say then don't get hold of Dr. Samura in passport record. Is it true? Well, we will tell you now if actually indeed not true or not. Or no. So let me bring in Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, welcome. I know say right now you are an NGC member, and couple of days ago when last week when Kande Yumkela go register, he get a petition from Abubakar Sanko, the guy where they run against him na Kichomde, na constituency 062, and neck na Cambia branch, they rule against the petition because they say the petitioner no give any strong evidence, insufficient evidence where so therefore the petition not the whole, but NEC also give an opportunity for the petitioner, that is Mr. Abubakar Sanko, for making appeal, and based on me internal sources within the APC, I understand say the APC already done send an appeal to the headquarter, NEC headquarter na Freetown. So I don't know, probably that's going to happen by tomorrow, tomorrow, or the last day is Monday, when at the 22nd, where I've been given an audio saying that's not the defining moment for Kande Yumkela. Right now, it don't jump the first hurdle, 1 foot, but there are other couple hurdles the way you get for pass. So what are your opinion on the first verdict?
Well, my opinion on the first verdict, man, I just believe the electoral commission or whatever they call them, I know it's about some far content, the one where they Cambia, that Cambia no will rule if they not consult with the one that are Freetown. I mean, common sense for telling us. I mean, we live in a very, open world, transparent world now.
Yeah.
For them get all the facts there, they know the brouhaha of this thing, the tension we get. He must don't consult in Boston and Freetown.
Yeah.
Probably even can document the Jura, make the review and make it, because this thing there for fall back to that, and make this here. And you say on the audio way, it's just on it that probably what Campbell I don't say the man in case is frivolous, that probably when you go back to NEC then will say, well, it's the same we stand with the decision where our colleague Nakambia or staff say. The only recourse now, as we understand now, and even when you listen to the 2 days ago or 3 days ago, Radio Democracy, the guy who is the spokesman for the election, he said MP for member of parliament, NEC Nadine at the final place for appeal. The presidency, the Supreme Court. So that begs the question, Frank, I mean, you don't talk about the relationship between Frank and me, so I'll leave it like that. Does that mean that the MP, they challenge the young Keller's registration for member of parliament, and they challenge why they want to go to the small one and left the big fish, the one way, like what the spokesman say, they go right away to the Supreme Court because now they're not the supreme authority, not the presidency, not the big one. Why go to the small fish? Because by you going to the small fish, assuming the neck na free to rule back in favor of young Keller, then people will look at this as a fishing expedition. Me not a lawyer, but I'm telling they will be used, and that might even garner some sympathy for young Keller. And this brings me to the thing of Obama being going to the Middle East, even on the social media now, all the know the watch here ago, where they admonish African leaders them. You cannot change the rules in the middle of the game. What you are doing, you are inviting chaos, anarchy, and instability. And tell friends true of friends, this is exactly what APC they do now. If you have any issue where you think say you need for bring, why you know they bring along ago for a discussion or do what is need for do, let the process take place. Now, waiting this man and next day, assuming APC decides for going to Supreme Court, the man is spokesperson for NEC, we have been there on Radio Democracy. From the time the case they go to Supreme Court and the time we NEC, the Supreme Court, they sit on them, they have 30 days, therefore don't get a verdict. You know, 30 days, therefore don't get a verdict. Now, if the Supreme Court get this case, this is the end of the month. Let's assume Monday or Tuesday, by the end of the week, they get the case. And maybe Supreme Court drag their foot, then decide to rule this case towards the 25th. Well, the final court of the land, we know that, but because they have a history of not being fair and impartial, and so it will bring chaos. And I will tell you this, man, because I'm not a spokesperson for NGC, but I will tell you from what you would hear and what you will see, and you have your sources, you talk to a lot of APC, you also have a lot of friends with SS in the SLPP. In fact, forget about NGC. SLPP are more determined. If this election will go otherwise, contrary to free, fair, transparent, for let problem happen in our country. I mean, they are saying it. If you go back and watch the video interview, AYV between Alpha and JJ Safari, we publicly on national TV, Alpha really like them. That is just a very key scope for you to say it is not going to be business as usual. And when we born this out, what is the path of this place? Now, because respectfully, APC decides to change the game, the rules of the game, almost in the middle of the game, which will do that. And if and some of these people are really tense. And remember, if you go back and listen to the audio, JJ was able to remind Afakanu this. The interviewer and Eskuruma say, quote, if Christian Atok announced the results not to waiting APC they expect, the country Sierra Leone is not going to be governable. It will be ungovernable. I just a paraphrase, excuse me. And you go back, these are not my words. These are the words we do very talk and Kindi Safari remind Alpha go as far as soon as be the same. So now these people are turning around the West, they will start to get an Eskuruma. Just like when you say no, once and don't announce the results, and that is it. The police, the soldier, the SSD, they are not going to go on the streets of Freetown and start shooting at people indiscriminately because they know the words watching.
But let me ask you a question. This is very important, and I touch on this and I want the Sierra Leonean people them in my audio way I've been pulled. Let me ask you a question. The danger here is the fact that we all the talk saying the Supreme Court is not predictable. Now Supreme Courts were not reliable, independent. And like what they try for talk so for say probably sometimes the Supreme Court they go say, okay, what we'll go begin dance into this case, stay very close to election, and we make the rulings. You know, nothing saying a recipe for disaster if the Supreme Court do so.
Definitely, Michael, definitely. I mean, there is already record. We know the China APC, man, I can't remember. But that's not the issue. Here in America, too, all the Supreme Court judges there, they are party affiliation. They have carrying card, the one with strong just appointed. Now, Republican, that's why you bring that. But nothing wrong with that. But you have to follow the letter within the law. The problem here is when they do that, they are asking for problem. And like what you one parable day parsimony is unfortunate the audience, most of them are not timid, but maybe just for the few way the area. People they say parsimony away when they job we have to look at the primary cause of this, where the problem begin. And frankly speaking, except somebody we just want to bring politics aside, politics for now, but maybe say, let me put politics aside. After God, when I die, and me one of the best, it's APC. Let's face it. If all West African countries, they don't conduct the election, they not bring something like this, not even Ghana, any of the countries that we don't do election, where they bring a brouhaha just a month or two to election, where there is a tendency that could bring chaos in the country. Now only APC can begin. So if APC really genuinely, honestly, want to do an open, transparent, free and fair election, if the president and his Kuruma don't work for the country, he gets the record where Samura will be on, will show to the people and say, now this we don't do, then make them left the field free, let the voters then decide. Because the Ghana who they pray to today, where they say, who laid the foundation is enrolling. But now you check, you not journalists, you check how many successive government we don't come, we already see one party, then they kick them out of office, notwithstanding which all they don't do. You know, it happens here in America too. It happens all over the world. So, but if you say, oh, well, because we don't do this, and now we no more power for this and power, now we no more for win. So if all ends loose now that salon country, they no see, and people are watching events with on phone and salon, and they know that they will call for us what is happening. And you touch on that, the last audio was just full, say, you get the understanding, say, international community don't begin to pay too much attention. And me not to government man, I don't get no source, but I'm just telling you authoritatively from other sources that they are not only in Sierra Leone monitoring events, there are people between and Eskuruma's government. I'll say it now. Former government and current officers who are now dealing, meaning what I mean, extending their hands to foreign embassies in Sierra Leone, making friends. For example, if you might consider you know, the Minister of Development or you know, the Minister of Social Welfare, you travel, you mingle with them. If you have been call each other once in a while, now you talk to that, then people are more often. Now you probably they visit that chance today more often. They call now. And when I talk to general politics side, why? You are building relationship. So in the event anything happens, you have a place to go. So I can tell you this, I'm saying international radio because it is a fact. So we are not going to name names, but some of us we know people that we see around them, people that we eat and dine with them. We know say they are beginning to extend their hands to foreign embassies in Sierra Leone, just in case they begin fire, fire, cracker.
Well, here is the situation. This is where the thing becomes very interesting. Nobody no go expect say problem go for happen at Sierra Leone again at this particular time. But it's good to be a dual citizen in terms of uncertainty, right? But let me come to let's say, because I don't say APC they go na courts. I believe that say APC they go na courts. I strongly believe that. Let's say APC go na courts and they win these elections. What's not the way forward for the NGC? Not win the election, win the petition. What's not the way forward? Well, it will be very difficult, except in technicality. Let me make them very clearly, because if indeed the branch na Kichom, the net na Kichom, the rules say there are insufficient evidence for proof say the guy na dual citizenship. In my own opinion, I just believe say, well, maybe they don't see the certificate, the renunciation certificate, the LCN certificate where Kande Yumkela say he gets. And it will be very difficult if that is the case for make na freedom rule against Kande Yumkela if that is the case. But what happened if with all these certificates the Supreme Court say, okay, you not qualify? Waiting at the way forward for NGC.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's now I would take away a minor PV and only at the NGC executive that I'm not a spokesperson for NGC. Well, just me as communicator here when you talk in general, I'm just saying that that is a recipe for problem that is alone. I don't want to blame to disaster because again it comes down to the point where I stated earlier on. If APC is so popular and B, it don't work, it don't transform that country, why are you finding technicality to drop out other candidates? Your record speaks for yourself. Your record speaks for yourself. If you really say you don't work, then let the process go through. Let the process, let it unfold. But if you find small places then, or make you knock off the candidate or quote unquote potential, because I'm going to tell you, you speak to people then. Yes, you have said it on this radio many times that you know say APC the win. That might be true. But you also know say your sources then will tell you back say you want wait and think that a threat to them is NGC, a 3-month formed party, not APC, you Marabio, because they know Marabio system. They have his track record. But they know say this new guy we don't have now a threat to them. Now, be it what they talk as an orator, people buy it or not, or it's going to deliver, that's a different thing. But for the moment, based on what from what I want, everything of the people are beginning to buy that. So what now you know, and I know, and other people know that this is the reason why this last means shenanigans come. So again, I will go back and revisit what Obama said. Don't change the rules of the game in the middle of the game. You are inviting anarchy. And if that happens, then it is a rather unfortunate situation where me and you and our host of others, number one, let us come back again. But this just shows say APC want to at all costs for stay in power. And if you listen to what the SFP they say, it may not be true, but when you look at it, it may be true. That APC has no record on the books of Sierra Leone. They don't have a record of handing over power peacefully or through democratic rally. SFP say what you may about the Mother Bio, this power, whatever. But at least the man who was there may so rest in peace, Makaba, because he respects institutions of government. You and me know say, you and me in African politics, you and me know say, if Jakaba had wanted to figure the 2007 election, do I just say this one now, if an Eskuruma don't bend at all because he wants to protect himself and the cabal with his surrender to borrow you for that war. Yes, we tell some party own election this way around. Then maybe they will fire, tear gas, fed, some people will die. But maybe international community will come, then try covering the semblance of what happened in Kenya. Say, well, you know, all the opposition faction here, they have to be part of this government. The other say good day, APC. But all them people they have to have a prominent role in the government. Maybe but that would be serious on they don't lost their life. Kaba could have done the same thing. Kaba could have done that. But he don't do that. He don't do that. So that's why today, if you ask the needs, you hear some SSC people, they talk about Kaba. Now the problem that one you need to get for them. So why, again, Excellency and his woman, not go do the right thing, he do like what they Kaba do, make the process flow, left farm. If you don't work, not bring anything as me say, oh, by the way, I listen to Alfakan. Alfakan is very good. I listen to Alfakan. He said, well, we just want this. Yes, we need to be doing anything. I mean, I condemn the interview of where they do in Safa, where they tried for disrespect the man, Safa, to talk over the guy which was wrong. But if you try for all that, what did happen all these years? So that's why I'm telling you, Makota, if anything happens at that country today, let's pray nothing will come, nothing will happen. All the things has to do, the president get for do, let them let the process make it flow. They wouldn't win, they win freely, finally, everything, far now the result say everybody witnessed, all the election members and political party they represented, they witnessed the voting, the counting, whoever they go in, the Jimikara, and they say no, the election, they run them freely and fairly, and Samura win. That is why Yom Kela say, it go run for MP. It happen now. You Senator John McCain, he was running for president and running for Senate. And you know, I mean, win or win, he go back tender. So Yom Kela is saying that if you don't win the presidency, that's why the man say it goes still in the country. It's not too big for zero with the left because people are beginning to say this will be another Kepasma, the back of and go no, he's gone, he's home now. He's not the go side again. So he will say it as an MP, and then we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens. But the key here is it's not more about NGC. Although I don't say NGC now the government is focused on. They have to think more about what is coming from the other end, what XFCP is planning. If you go back, Africano and JJ Samba don't already cause you by each other. With the will not defend XFCP, Samba will not defend XFCP, and Africano will not even defend XFCP. ABC, SFPP, sorry, SFPP, yes, and they use them as me breakfast. JJ Samba say, they use them for dinner. Where Africans were that time they don't finish now. They don't breakfast, don't know. All those political rhetoric, but they are maybe the mortar and the sansan where they mix the beginning, the glass work for recipe. That is why, Makota, this process, if APC sort of left this thing, like the left hand. And besides, you know, and then know, but Frank, Frank is a blood relative of mine, Fantasmo. Okay? They go to Allah, they go to they go to my office, I go to my house. So they talk about let people know. Then no, is there now the law. You get the burden of proof. Now you get this man go petition. If you don't tell her, they go see people and talk on the social media, say, well, you don't tell her no showing this, like what you man, you come around Bible talk, well, let you tell her show and certificate, and withdraw in candidacy. Who are you, Kamarimba, for you tell her go show that? You are not the court. You are not the court. If the court is satisfied that the documents where they received from this man is okay, and where this man Akambia see, and where I be say he must have sent the copy in Africa for let him file and the other boss and see him, they say go ahead, we're okay with this. Who are we, Sierra Leone? We are maybe the court of public opinion. But that's not the only place that they for sure. Now APC now get the burden of proof. Now the burden of proof, now APC get them for sure. Otherwise, make them contact State Department. You know and I know, Bokari Stevens will get the information as a representative of the government here. Then the foreign ministry in Africa can get this information from the American embassy. And you talk and say, in America, you know the backdate. That is the blessing of this country. You don't do backdate. So this is, if I can, for make sanity prevail, when they talk to the APC and advise them, I think this thing, therefore just left and right, don't make it left. Because again, the words way and will be used. The people are turning those words again. You know, some people say, be careful what you say, because they can come back and use them words they did to you. There was a journalist here who you know, we don't IT process. What do they do in TV program? They bring in politicians there, they do a research. They bring all the clips there which you don't talk and which they talk now, then they allow you for comment. So similarly, what the president you don't say, now in people that they turn around and for remind them that if J.J. Safar talking or Andrew Kelly or Spencer say no, if so far called election, contrary and evidence they say the country will become ungovernable. And as Kuruma don't get no right for arrest or send police them. No, because he has said the same thing, he just about arrest them. So who is he? He's just a Sierra Leonean, just like a Uyghur, way free, and then after he talked for what he been believing, he was right within his own right for talking. If evidence they say they rigged the election, APC not going to accept the result and the country not going to be governable, the president and his Kuruma was within his right for say that. So if any other person say that now, it's not for their issue. You know, so another.
Well, this at the time this way we get for be more patriotic and mindful of certain things than way a lot of people then they talk. Well, let me also come to the issue of the bikes them way the APC bring up. There are people where they go around and I think say they say the APC spent $600,000 for bikes, the motorbikes here for bring them come for the campaign, which we all see. And there are people who then saying the consolidated fund and for pull that money, they know they get the money like that. Well, there are things where we all get for understand as media people. Yes, social media now kind of colloquial type of journalism where everybody they just come and send stuff out there and it waits and enjoy how that fire they expand and generate. But as media people, them we just get for be very careful. I know say the line down below so much that it's very difficult for make you see waiting good true journalistic news and social media news. All these things have already merged, and now only people that were very articulate and very constructive and waiting and doing, and then they take them resources here, we then throw on them and try to extract the actual fact from the fiction. And we know say before, immediately after the convention, some of we now APC members, we know say John Bono say personally donate $1 million, and he say he could do more to the APC campaign team. And we know say with that money, and also an Escoma, I believe say make some donation way undisclosed, but that money probably we know say John Bono say order a lot of pickup trucks and a lot of bikes, the motorbikes here, and I know that the motorbikes don't come. Probably the pickup truck not arrive yet, but hopefully they will arrive soon if that is the case. But the bike don't come. But the suspicion here is, in my own opinion, as an APC member, we get to be very careful. Perception is everything. Not necessarily the money where the APC spend pandemic bike then they now money where then go take from the consolidated fund like other people the way then they accuse them. But the fact that the situation of the country is so precarious that a lot of people then they willing for condemn you for things that way not even true. And this now they I get a little bit problem with them back here. And I think say the spokesman for the campaign when Ajibujal Abdullah Berete supposed for you know what, let me try if I go able to get Abdullah Berete I like now 2 minutes for make he able if he go able give a brief explanation on this, because this is very important. I'll go able to bring and come. Let me see if he go able to answer, because I know say they're too busy right now, but I try for call him and see if he go able to answer. If now just ask him, make he just clarify a little bit, because this it hurts the APC. Now the opposition don't take this and turn them in a way where a lot of people don't they expect. Well, a lot of people then don't begin put education for say that money we then take for go buy bike. They not use that money then they for build schools, pay teachers them, and all other nationalistic things then we they supposed for do. Then go take them, then they show off, then they do this, then they do that. That's not something where it they turn off people them. You know. So I don't know if Abdullah Berete, Mr. Berete, I don't know if he say let me see. an office say you don't pick up. Hopefully, oh, I think it turned off. Let me try again. If I not able to get Ablaberete, I go able to try forget hold of Ajibu Jalo and see how, because John Bonus is say in phone, the phone where I been get from I think say he don't change that phone there, so he no go answer me. But it's like say Ablaberete not the online. Let me try again and bring in Ajibu Jalo, because this is very, very important for make we understand. Say there is always consequence to things them. Where I don't know if I go able to get through in Skype. Let me try Skype first. Let me try. Maybe it go able to give me clear picture of what thing they go on. But this is not the situation. The bike $600,000 worth of motorbikes. Now in the APC bring, according to the rumors they will get, and a lot of people that don't feel they're angry about that, because they just believe say, well, this is not the time when the APC party they show off for money where people then they suffer. What then they either not get time, and people they know they pay teachers they know they get payment and other stuff them where we supposed to do, and it would be terrible if indeed them bikes here can cause problem for we. I know say yes, even the SLPP and even the okay, instead no that try in cell phone now. I think you know what they call so okay. I try on your cell phone and see if you were able to come. So as I say, as we try for get them people there if possible. I believe say yeah, they're all day off and phone then day off, so probably will not go able to get them. But that's not the situation. The bikes them don't come and they don't begin to distribute them bikes then they to different constituencies them for make then go campaign with them back then they, but because of the gravity of the situation as Sierra Leone, a lot of people are very angry because they just believe saying people then they suffer, they not get what then they eat, teachers and they know they pay, and APC they show off no more, then don't go build big building them for the APC party where other important national infrastructures then they mess up. So all them things then they bring problem. But again, I go try for bring them people. I will continue for they talk to them and try for make them able to give it. Let me bring back Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, you think say this now? I know say you not be APC, but you think say this now a good idea for bring them back then they at the end of at this particular time, and you get for realize also say they have to bring mobility transportation for make them go around and campaign. But what is the problem here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think they get mobility for work in every niche and corner for campaign. Nobody not dispute that. But like I clearly stated, when you do you make the public they hear like I say na show off, and then you they control the purse strings, then people they think so because I ain't get the key to Bank of Sierra Leone. And why people are saying that, you can go back and check. You have seen videos in the past. I'll reference Kemosi Senaya, where in the past they go put local, they on social media, where they show money, they put on a table, they talk. For example, one video where they would say the 2 minutes they would have begun that for talk no more. Now we they put up, now they bet a day, now they each day. As a minister, those are reckless statements. But yes, they are still savvy. So when people they watch them video they did, and then they see now what happened, they have to be angry. That is why I go back to the point. If APC is so popular and their confidence of winning, make this process slow. No need for the all this. And that takes me the argument where I forget the name of the guy, nationality, military, with a million and salon feedback, with them argue about the money we government for provide for the election. To the point where they don't be no long for the money. I know for some reason or the other, I don't follow that story there again, but I will try to him for do that. But then it brings me to waiting the third in command of the Sierra Leone Police, AIG Dabo, where stand at TV with the PPRC spokesperson and the election spokesperson, which because of this election with the camp, they ask government to provide them, if I am not mistaken, pardon me if I forget, about 50-something people where they go in or go up and down the country. They say government don't need a sum, about 20 or 30 something or more years to come. So, I mean, looking at the time where election done left, except if they ship there now, they didn't see for Common Europe or China for Cabo or the plan for cheaper next week. But if then people they not go there available for the police officer the way get for monitor this election, travel up and down the country. But then these are the same government way responsible for providing the thing, and then this government, because they are not in power, that party, it will be you or any other person when a party can't carry member 9 is sponsor that. When it's other logistics the day, when mixing or when short they fall short on.
Hello? Okay, hold on. Mr. Colonel Devo?
Yes.
How they do, sir? But this is Naman Kota from the Tpn TV and Radio Network. But I just get one or two questions for you quickly. There are so many. I know say that you are the spokesman for the APC, right?
Yes, I already talked to.
This Naman Kota, the Tpn TV and Radio Network. I just want to get one question for you quickly.
Which one are Tpn Network?
This now the United States of America. Now the TPN, you be not kind of this network 2 times. I've been just one for make you clarify, because there are so many people the way they try for say, well, the APC them go buy $600,000 worth of bikes. Them people they know the now from the consolidated fund they must get that money them. So I just want for make you quickly clarify that for the people the way they listen to we way they watch we in our TV for say indeed. This now APC exclusively money. Now that question number 1 quickly, sir.
Well, basically, it is not a secret that we get SMPP so working together within the Ministry of Finance and in so many other institutions of government who they undermine government efforts. So therefore, if indeed that the money from consolidated fund, unfortunately, we cannot provide the evidence because they are in there. You know, they get access to the paperwork, they don't want anything government is spending money on. So they don't anything government will do, even though they don't swear an oath to official secrecy, then they pass on the information they need to the opposition. So I am very much certain that if that the government money from consolidated fund, then they cannot provide the evidence. So therefore, the answer to the question is that all of the campaign materials they will use, these are donations from APC members then. Now the bona fide money of APC members then. And we as a party not no reason for involved per government money for carry on the campaign activities, because we don't demonstrate we get people there very, very much passionate and willing for invest their money in the activities of the party. That was why after the overthrow in 1992, notwithstanding all of the efforts we made for sending to oblivion, people were able to put money together in the 1996 elections. We got 6 seats in parliament. And from there, with the support of people, they were able to move from an opposition and we don't come to government. So if we don't be in opposition, we got people that are willing to spend the money That was the first step. This would buy bags for campaign. In 1996, we buy bike for campaign. In 2012, we do opposition. We buy bike for campaign. In 2007, we do in opposition. We buy bike for campaign. So I don't see any reason why we at this particular time for the purpose of election, we still not be able to utilize the benevolent members of the APC who actually, very much passionate for ensuring the party continue for staying at power and very much willing for giving the last penny in support of the party in political affiliation. So therefore, I would tell you plainly, if somebody get the evidence, we of course we don't see them get the most inside, and I'm certain that if they get the evidence, they will not provide that. But see, they don't get the evidence for provide. It goes a long way for justifying the fact not to consolidated fund money in the bonds, and we not to particularly use consolidated fund money for campaign.
So how many bikes?
We are now running out for real purpose.
Okay.
Not to posing the question, we are running out for real purpose, yeah?
Okay, no problem. Then the last one is it true that the APC been done appeal that decision against Kande where them in petition Kichom against Kande Yumkela for saying don't do the appeal na headquarter, or are we going to petition Kande Yumkela for the presidency?
No, we don't send the petition to the National Electoral Commission headquarters. But however, they can make fast for informed people, see. When it comes to an issue of questioning somebody eligibility for contested election based on the fact that we believe at the time of registration, he renounced his Iranian citizenship, and because the American law not provide for anybody for dual citizenship, at that particular time when he carried an American passport, he was not a citizen of Sierra Leone, and therefore he was not entitled to register.
So you believe say
issue of dual, we not question the issue of dual citizenship because the law made provision for people that for carrying dual citizenship. So we take the question that at the time of registration, and he was still carrying an American passport, and he was a citizen of America. And the laws of America preclude somebody from becoming a dual citizen. Therefore, since at that particular time he was an American citizen and not a Israeli citizen, because American law was allowed for dual citizenship, he was not entitled to register. Therefore, he was supposed for him and the voter register.
So the APC shall say them will win this.
The National Electoral Commission, of course, they will win. That's what we see. Where evidence very clear, you get a audio recording of 3 senior people that are the NGC, including Kande Yumkela itself, in which they can very clear say, until November, he was a citizen of America.
Yeah.
Now November, he now starts citizen for become American, for become for taking Israeli citizenship back. Because in America, when you swear the oath of allegiance, you will renounce the citizenship of any other country. So if at November he renounced his citizenship and we do voter registration in March, far away before November, then the obvious and conclusive for say, at the time of voter registration in March, he was an American citizen and he was carrying an American passport, and because the laws of America doesn't allow somebody to be a citizen of 2 countries, and America and any other country, or own allegiance to America and any other country, we believe so at that particular time they may not be supposed to be like the voter register because he was not qualified to be registered as an elector.
So we don't forget let the people there, because since we know it will bring you face let the one who they watching at TV and the radio station, let them we don't forget about being a dual citizen. Now we focus on the registration. During the time of registration, he was still a dual citizen, so therefore he not qualified because the United States, according to you, law says they know they accept dual citizenship. Is it correct? Yeah.
We question the fact that at the time when they conduct voter registration,
Yeah, yeah.
Kanda Keller was a citizen of America. And we only make that very clear that they will renounce the citizenship of America in November. And it is broad certain that the laws in America, not only post in their Gado, not only post in their permanent still, but when somebody don't swear an oath of allegiance to the United States of America, you are not entitled for carrying citizenship of any other country. So until November, when Kanda Keller renounced that citizenship, he was perceived and considered to be a citizen of America. And in the law of America tells you, you not for be a citizen of any other country, then it goes to show that upon taking the oath of allegiance, they don't renounce the Sierra Leonean citizenship, which means he was not a Sierra Leonean at that particular time when the voter registration will go on. And because he was not a Sierra Leonean at that particular time when the voter registration will go on, he was not entitled to register as a voter. And therefore, he may not supposed to be in the voter register.
So in case then NEC rule in favor of that, the APC they go na court now, right? After NEC rule say if
it is obvious that we follow NEC rule because of the processes, but when it comes to issues of the border of constitutionality, that the courts no more get the authority for interpreting. So it is very much obvious that they will get for going down.
okay, well, I know say I take you on awares. Mr.
I am at your disposal. I don't talk no more.
Oh, okay. Hold on, Abdul, hold on. Okay, we commentator when Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, you know say this now guest, right? This now the beauty of the TPN can call anybody, and so they are make you question briefly.
Okay, Mr. Adibo, two questions quickly. You said now the party and government don't change from dual citizen now the registration. So are you saying
will not be ever focused on dual citizenship? Because the laws of this country make it very clear that somebody can own dual citizenship and at the same time, when somebody owns dual citizenship, the only limitation we get is that it can be registered to vote, but it cannot be voted for being a member of parliament or a president. It can be voted for being a local council, somebody at the local council, but for being a member of parliament and president, the laws not allow that. So we have a question on dual citizenship because the law makes provision for Sierra Leoneans them since 2006 for carry dual citizenship. So that could not the focus.
okay? All right, I can't correct sir. But what I should tell the moderator saying when I get all these recourse, if you understand the discussion currently, now because of the member of parliament between Young Kela the run, now when I go na next na block when I go back na next. Now, free talk. The spokesperson for next say for member of parliament, the box stops with NEC. You know they go to Supreme Court. Next, now the NEC headquarters, now they determine whether the vote is qualified, it meets all the criteria for the member of parliament. Are you saying if that fails, now ABC government go jump now to the next order of challenging Okela because it's running for two things, president and member of parliament. So now the president will have the
I'm not correct you for to APC government. We get a member of a party we also the stand election on behalf of the party, our constituency 062. Then I did Kanda Keller show up for registration. And the member of parliament, the member of parliament candidates, they contest the issue that at the time the shell Kanda Keller, a name not supposed for doing at the voter register. Simply because one, at the time of the voter registration, he was an American citizen, and because he was an American citizen, and the laws of America not say, they make it very clear, say, if you are an American citizen, or you are somebody who don't swear an oath of allegiance to the American government to become an American citizen, you are not entitled to have any other allegiance to any other country. So therefore, at the particular time of registration in March 2017, the Sultan Kenyan King was not a citizen of Sierra Leone, having renounced his Sierra Leonean citizenship to become an American citizen, and that citizenship that the only European man resumed according to the law, they only resumed in November of 2017. So before November 2017, we can collect Kenya, he resumed his Sierra Leonean citizenship. He was considered and perceived to be an American citizen. And because the law in America not agree for let somebody be a citizen of two countries, he was not a citizen of Sierra Leone. And because he was not a citizen of Sierra Leone, his name is not entitled to be on the voter register.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Tibo, we don't get that clearly. You said it about 3 times to my counting, and I just feel this law, where it explains, so assuming the dual citizen the way in the run flag bearer and APC Johnson says to be one of them, assuming that Naim for being the flag bearer, I believe.
Well, so using that one, no, we don't need to assume that now because Johnson says he's not the flag bearer. We're not based on assumptions. No. Johnson says he's not the flag bearer.
Alright.
So let us not base our reasoning on assumptions.
Okay.
I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying. I am not saying. I'm just saying. At the time, based on your analysis at the time when they do the registration, and in March, all the people that will be run under SFP, excuse me, they all did not register for vote. So I know that I just said it's not the flag bearer. I will end here, and we will continue. Mr. Minister, I hope say you as a minister, you serve in the military, you are gradually know say we are not trying to take back this country into anarchy. Now they know how to stop.
Thank you very much.
Well, like I said, for one thing with the America, we don't mean that really be there. When we talk about things that we are not get better knowledge on, we could drive this country into anarchy. And I can show that see, nobody whatsoever don't get the capacity for drive this country into anarchy any longer. Then from the way possibly take 5 days for go Kaila, who decided to begin the war in 1991. They're not going to be so again. Now 2 hours from 3 hours, 4 hours from free to don't reach Kaila because we don't need to be good. So don't tell the way Kaila that the nation I didn't go big war. They're not going to be so again. And nobody has the capacity for move this country into anarchy because our leaders are resolved for continue to enjoy the peace and tranquility we enjoy.
We did talk to Honorable Cornelius Devon, the spokesman for the APC. Mr. Spokesman, how was the registration yesterday? I see a lot of, in fact, we did play the video now with TV. A lot of people there would then show up. So how was the registration yesterday?
The nomination exercise went on perfectly across the country. The All People's Congress nominates the parliamentary candidates there that is 16 political and electoral districts in the country, including the western area, where we also be nominate the presidential candidate and the running mates. That be a spectacular event, especially when you consider the large number of people that will turn out to support the candidates team as they go towards the nomination. From Bond to Pigeon to Kalau to Kenema to Boom to Bombali, to Kolili, Karile, Koinatugu, Falapa, you name it, Cambia, local Western area, rural district, and Western area, urban, the whole place being people that come out for show solidarity and support to the party. In fact, the Western area, since the beginning of the nation, non-political party not able for muster the kind crowd and support as them when we do yesterday. And it is interesting for many people that also because the event is simultaneous, we not bring nobody come from upline for Canafrito. You know, and like I can always tell you back, get them most within government way for the higher bosses and road transport and if you don't tell me I feel 16 bus there on one bus not be then approved for public service so all the number per APC business. But none of these things happen. So therefore we very much certainly say the show of support we get now the Western area clearly the show say the people of this country are people that nobody never confused. Then we are now they know and then we wear them suits now they know side we want them and they are thinking they feel very well satisfied with the progress and they report the progress.
Alright, I just lost the spokesman. I don't know what happened, but I lost him. Unfortunately, we're not able for make we finish the conversation. I don't know what happened, but Mr. Cornelius Devo just dropped. But we appreciate the effort for can tell him waiting at the situation na the country. Well, this is very I just put a breaking news. The breaking news here for people that way just the join we this na the Tpn Radio Network for now way the radio are very much happy for get una attention for make una listen with him the spokesman just tell we the spokesman tell we say the petition wey APC petition is not about the dual citizenship. It's of the dual citizenship of Dr. Kande Yumkela. It's about the registration of Kande Yumkela na in the APC challenge. So the and it also make us some breaking news. We talk now, and that is the APC, like exactly what I tell one another, the audio say it doesn't matter what he next say, the APC is going to court. And the spokesman just can't confirm that, say yes indeed. The APC then just want for do with the NEC, but NEC is not the target. The Supreme Court is the target. This now the two breaking news we will get from the APC spokesman when Cornelius Devo, and also the Deputy Minister of Information, Sierra Leone. We appreciate very much what they talk about. Okay, here is the situation where we find ourselves as APC people. Wow. Well. No. Listen. I'm not facing with the win the petition. I want to be frank with supporters there all. If this exactly now in we they go with, I'm not facing with the win that petition there. There is nothing about dual citizenship now the US Constitution. There is nothing absolutely. And in fact, if you go now the State Department website, you will find out say in fact the United States of America actually supports dual citizenship, because they put on it clearly say even though the US Constitution never talks about dual citizenship, but they not actually bar a person for become a dual citizen. This now the same United States where the spokesman just don't can talk so. I was thinking that there is some technicality where the APC, where we elders them, they don't get grasp of. Maybe they get them, maybe they get them, because when if you see frog they run away, you don't see something. If you see somebody say blind man say they stone you, probably you don't hold the stone. So maybe they get them, but based on what I read, so we may not probably win that that petition there. Because to be fair, the United States Constitution not bar somebody for being a dual citizen. It not bar that at all. So I don't know how that get for pan out when we go to courts. Well, like we say, the court again are a place where very very unpredictable. So I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying based on the reality, not based on what the court get for say. To me, let us focus on convincing the Sierra Leonean people them and tell them what we don't do as a party, where some of we now always we dey focus on, and try for win this election rather than going to court for something where pretty much all the experts that we know about the laws don't talk say if that is the case it's unwinnable. But let me bring back Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, go ahead. What do you think? What you hear so?
This is 99 plus 130 100. I just kind of confused because if this lawyer be done today, but this law cannot resuscitate them until now, so that means young Kala in lawyer they can even say, well, we know if we not say this law video because in March every single person I have. Forget they're not.
Yeah, but Mr. Abdul, to be fair, ignorance of the law is no excuse. You know that, right?
Thank you. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. I agree with you 100%. But therefore, now we the act the law pull out from the law. And see everything say na grassroots party, na young man party, na party lady for the common people there. No argue about the commonality of that based on the arguments where the party make. That is why they are winning elections after elections. And then if that is the case, no pull the law, to common people and they they will say, but when this year what did it happen? Yes, ignorance of the law is no excuse. We know that. But why this not be happen? And assuming any of the 28 flag bearer African they will run those who in the carry do a citizenship justice then I know. Assuming I for being the aspirant for the same way you in a situation in March where the minister interview was so just like you can interview or do a citizenship. So if I go talk to the people and I'm
well here Mr. Abdul. Yeah, I don't know whether they time for question, but I think say there's some kind of misunderstanding based on what I understand from the person who let me try for ignore this person first. What I understand it's not about the Sierra Leone law. The spokesman say the Sierra Leone law accepts dual citizenship. Okay, now then the confusion myself can begin get some kind of confusion. This is not about the Sierra Leone law. They are talking about the American law, and that make based on the American law that make us say if that is the petition for say America not accept dual citizenship, then we have a problem because there is nowhere in the United States of American Constitution where somebody they try for call me where the United States of America where bar dual citizenship. So go ahead, I just want to clarify that say it's not about the Sierra Leone law according to the spokesman, it's about the American law, and that's where things become more interesting. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, and then some of we where God gone, I mean, we fortunate for Kaya through God and 90 more we when some of them were officials done and can't talk to we because we don't watch too much television and read material or newspaper therefore no differentiate fact from fiction. The minister say no, not to government, not the party. I mean, but not the government. I mean, it is the government, the APC. well, no, sorry, now APC they in governor. Yeah, so I don't say that the party will say now then they push it here, but the government say behind it. Not the answer there, yeah, na party man, but on many occasions they don't take role where enough for do as party man or they take only like in a government. But you know, say I deviate a little bit now. Me and you don't talk about it. That time, but Kamariba, they say now he called the LC. It's all way. He even said it on this program as party secretary. Not so within his territory. That is not his job description. If you want, he can call the minister of internal affairs and then let him talk to the agency now. Rather than he and then I'm not sure it's nothing true. He called the RSC. So that means he's appear into that affair. So for let the minister can say no, that government, not today, and the party and this that. I really don't know how we're able to define it. This another place can tell him, you know. No, all now we pray. Hello?
Okay, hold on, guy. If it didn't like the TV, you call. So just hold on. I will come back to you.
We pray that national for let this election they run as peacefully. But like I tell you, if this you not stop, you change the rules of the game and arrest you for disaster. That's number one.
All right. Alright, okay, hold on, Miss Abby, hold on. Okay, okay, hold on. Alright, this guy need for both of us. Go ahead, Mr. Abdul. You know you're doing at the radio or TV, then you talk to another person, you hold the phone. So
I promise that before they tell me what the law say, now what the lawyer, the APC lawyer, they say. But I call it every party that they get lawyer. I mean, so I believe that for me, they need this man for who register as a candidate and they not establish the law to run. That means, well, if that is the case, then I'll be established to run. But I don't think they are stupid enough. Say what you may about them, but I believe they can see don't practice law and that country as long as New York or things are stable, no law and that country. So I believe that it will only be a different interpretation of the law based on how the judges can go interpret that. Even here,
hold on. No, Mr. Abdul, go ahead. The one way just wait and continue. You say, like, hold on.
It will just be a different interpretation of the law. Even here in FSA, two things that they don't stand out. Say this right to carry out this First Amendment. There is some right there that this Constitution says now we in terms of war, now you get right for carry out. All of them interpret that differently. They just kind of get Bush versus law. That case say, so they tell you say, if not for the Chief Justice are the Republican and Chief Justice, that case will not pass. It's important. Now, presidential election on a local level. So this, it depends on chance for me to go in history, if you go do the right thing, and CI go do this here.
Okay.
But, everybody go get the way they interpret after.
Okay, as we now listen to this na the TPN Radio and TV Network with the canto now from the United States of America. If you're watching YouTube or Facebook, thank you very much for coming. Somebody just come with 917-658-5860. Now what are this?
Oh no, this is now Musa. They try to get into the radio. I don't call for the other number there. I know which a discussion before I make any contribution.
Oh, okay. Now the direct line you call. So the number where you for being called. If not listen, you want for listen no more. That the wrong number. This is not the direct line. But anyway, we've been get what we try for talk about is the spokesman for the APC party come and they can give you a breaking news. Say the petition where they make against Canada is not about individual citizenship, it's about in registration. The time when he been registered for votes, he was a dual citizen, and the United States of American Constitution, according to him, not accept dual citizenship, and that's now what they discuss. So thank you very much for calling. The number where you supposed for being called now. Let me just bring that number for you. So if you not listen no more, you want for listen at the number this.
Okay, yeah, okay, let me get the number. 1515.
No, the 213-922-4362. That's at the number. Or you
962
992 213-992-4362. Or you can just go now. You can just go now YouTube and you able to watch we live. Unfortunately, we don't come at the end of the program. So thank you very much. Maybe next time you will come for contribute.
All right. So when are the start time? At 2?
2 o'clock Eastern time for now. Until if the time change, then you go to 3 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
So every Saturday 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock now you can come to the program. So thank you very much, sir.
No problem, sir.
Bye. All right. Yes. Now let me talk the last segment we want for discuss. That is there is a copy of allegedly passport of Dr. Samura Kamara. Now in British passports where they go around social media. Where the NGC folks then say na approve says Dr. Samura na a dual citizen. Unfortunately, we not able to authenticate that as we all they see on the screen where I put on. Let me make sure when I see most of it. Based on this document, the TPN media are not able as of now for authenticate the these passports, so we don't know whether a fraudulent or a valid. But the passports talks about Kamara Samura Matthew Wilson, British citizen, and I think the in date of birth, that's now they are begin get some kind of issues with these passports. The date of birth is April the 3rd, 1951. April 3rd, 1951. That's not in date of birth. Now in your profile now Wikipedia, in date of birth now April the 30th. I don't know which one way is wrong. So now one of the suspicion where I begin get about this, but I'm not able for affirm whether this is wrong or correct. But here it say April the 3rd, 1951, and the passports they issue them in September the 26th, 2007, and if for expire September the 26th, no, June the 26th this year, 2018. This na the passport where they na social media right now where they go around say indeed Dr. Samura, the candidate for the APC party, na a British citizen. Mr. Abdul, what do you say about this?
Well, first, I think what there are two things. One, we get forget first from Mr. Samura whether he get dual citizenship, whether he get British citizenship, maybe they go school in. We have to get that fact.
But the media then waiting as Sierra Leone, I not think say that they do a good job for make them able get them in there.
No, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but not for now. So now them, I mean, now that for establishment, and then know when he denounced the British citizenship. But to put all this to rest, Musa and they go back, Musa transparency for this. For move this country forward from Musa to be done there, Musa the bubble will happen now because this they know one time again, is I think all the people here we get suspect of natural and other nationality. Now we already know established. Look at I know talk on record that in American citizen and as the minister clearly pointed out, he said he don't announce that November. I believe they you and me know in America they get something called private device and all that.
But
Thank you, Weber. So you want to get for established. Hey, if Samura don't ever hold a British nationality, if you say yes or no, and then the next question should be, are you willing to sign a waiver for MEC to give authority to the British government or the British passport office, whatever agency responsible for that, make them release and make them public. If Samura agree, likewise with the Okela, of course, the Okela, you don't talk on this radio that you don't go check because in America a public record, unlike America, you don't see the list of the one they will denounce the citizenship that November day.
Yes.
But you say that they list them every 3 months.
Yeah.
So you can have the benefit of the doubt, not because I'm an NGC, but because here in America it is public record. So maybe as time goes on, they will see about to expedite that process. I believe that he asked them people here for sign a waiver for saying, no, yes, it is authorized now. Which, you know, it is outside. They are private right, but he also signed, you know, make them release this information to a third party. So if the government is really serious about having a free and fair election, and when this thing I don't come to stop them, this process they bring, they do hand and touch real, under the talking matter, therefore all them they are responsible, or the not the government, political party registration, or even that. But the old gentlemen, who they get tormented about it. Okay, why don't we sign a waiver? Samura, say, you know, British citizen or any other nationality other than Sierra Leone, it depends on the answer.
But here is the thing. Here is the thing. The NGC already themselves don't say. Then they do likewise for make sure say whoever is a citizen of another country for make approve say yes, you don't renouncing citizenship. So I don't know if the NGC also get for go na court for go petitions Dr. Samura, because if you get for do now by today or tomorrow the latest, otherwise they will be too late.
Yes, but I didn't say the lawyer they can work on now. It's only good that from where you cannot do that press conference, we don't one the way to work for President Kuruma, minister, director, whatever. So they're a citizen, therefore people come out because they call name from that day. As for Canada go back now, radio, you know, the whole country there, they don't send paper to all the ministry. The old man is he don't feel he don't tell us, but saying that you see me again. Now only that for my so I think the best thing is thinking, because all these them for more than 10 years, they don't do them. Only this man will just go 3 months now. It's really Makota. We're not telling you on the way now, Yambasa, the way now, people, and the beginning called Yambasa, then when I begin going on and play people go put the name there. And it means a lot. It sends a message they know this possible one first, now in a tough cookie. Probably what will be the plan for say we will crack and broke right away. If we will broke ourselves, but we will go far before we broke up. So that's the thing. So to put all that in the end or rumor, speculation, this party go do photo shopping and do this and do that. Now the appropriate body way they're supposed to do. All them two people here with their lawyer, they say, well, now this one, we want to put this matter to rest. When I show you when nationality, then Samura go say, I mean, I'm British, but I've been done left for a long time from where Pakaba, from where Tony Blair recommend me for come for Salon to Pakaba. Now we don't give up my citizenship. Then that settles the matter. Then inside now, it is the responsibility of the national officials or whoever agency responsible for that for contact the British High Commission Africa. I believe say then go ahead, then you look at what's there. Then go ahead, they say away the new thing. Now national interest, now election. I don't bring problem, confusion. We don't begin the fomenting. I guarantee you, even in us here in America, no matter who can from me, I believe that they will tell the Secretary of State if they give them this information when they need. Quickly they go down. In every rule there are exceptions, man of that. Quickly they go down. But when you know what to have, then they will say no more. one time again. All
right, well, thank you very much for again. I know say it's been a very hectic week, and the weeks are ahead. So yeah, I don't know, but it's great. You know, like what I was saying, I mean, audience them most of the time. It's great that we, the Sierra Leonean people, whether at home or abroad, we they pay attention to politics not alone. That's not participating democracy. You know, we all come together and just give we own opinion about how things they go on at Sierra Leone. That's the make we would they pressurize the politicians then for make them do the right thing. And I always they try for encourage everybody for make them do the thing where they're supposed to do. You know, you don't need for be a minister, you don't need for be a member of parliament for make you contribute towards your country in politics. And social media don't give it the tools them easy for make you contribute. Before politicians and the way social media begin come now Africa, a lot of politicians and they ignore and then say but not a better thing, you know. But today they're not ever able for ignore social media again, because if you do, now you what I load that one day, now you graveyard, you know. So let we all do we level best and play the politics where we able to benefit the country. Whether you're not the opposition or we within the government, let we all play politics where they benefit the country, because that's the most important thing part. What will they do? If we play politics just because we want to play politics, then we just they try for deteriorate that country day. Because the moment we begin put ourselves away from the reality, you know what's in the suffer, now the country and they suffer, and the poor people they way they end and then they suffer. And we all know, again, let we know say there's only one thing for politics, and one thing only: country first. Your country. Now in the predicate, now in the basement upon which you they play your politics. And if we all do that, everything will be alright. So I just want for thank Cornelius Divo, we are the spokesman for the APC. We anytime we're ready for call some of them folks are passing on with them call, but ready for come and for can talk, and they can tell you a lot of things them. And would they wish the politician, especially the APC, for let the APC win the elections. The only thing an office say we need for go to that extent where we get for sacrifice an entire community, where one of the most, probably the most important community now we party diaspora, for sacrifice them just because we want for knock down Kanda Yumkela. To me, an office say unnecessary at all. Unnecessary. Like we always wait till they talk. Let we focus on what we don't do for the people of Sierra Leone. Let we highlight some of them things and the what we don't do for the people of Sierra Leone, and let the people of Sierra Leone then make a decision. At the end of the day, now they get the last word. You know, we can do anything we get for do. If we like, well, we believe say the APC do a lot of good, then we go able campaign upon, without trying for bring all the other stuff then, because the more they bring some of them here, the more people then, the perception is everything in anything, you know. The more they bring some of them here, the more other people then they feel say na panic who panic, na in they make who they bring all them here. So let we focus now the main important thing, that is what we don't do for the people of Sierra Leone. Let the people of Sierra Leone, like what in the spokesman talk today. You grab na morning na free time, it gonna kala within 3-4 hours. So in about 2 days. Those are some of the highlights we get for put. Those are some of the things that where we get for make. If we say would they bring all some other people, then they talk about 99 tactics. 99 tactics not they work now this modern politics at all, ladies and gentlemen. I want for now I know that. You know they work. You know why they work? You know why 99 tactics been they work before during Sheka in time? Because the country was blind. You know, the country was blind. Everybody depend on what in the government they say. Today, something happens, now the people that necessarily inform the government. Not only the government, they inform the people that what they go on. Now the people then they inform the government. So everybody don't wake up. So I believe and I will continue for go they admonish and advise me party, the leadership of the party. Some of who not talk, they talk no more. We're not go able to change anything APC if the party not willing for change, not willing for listening to it, you know. But most of the things the way they talk inside within William Party and outside of William Party, nothing where they come into fruition. We don't talk about so many things the way they come into reality. So it's time for the APC party begin listening to some of them young mania where I not say the one the way just they talk because they want for talk because they want for get job. So all what they think of now for just go battle support anything with the party do, even the party they go under you know the cliff. They just the support no more. That's not to them people and they talk about. And they talk about people like we get the audacity, we get the courage for stand up and say this is wrong. Let we do this the other way. And when they give an approve, say yes, most of them in the way they talk, if they come into fruition. Today, everybody will agree with me, say, Kono, where will be win? It's not possible again. And it will be the one about that. And some of them see how will they do so. Right now, the people that were in Cambia, because of this win, where can the Yumkela win this neck decision? A lot of people there, then go say and say, well, we see the man not in a power, they win so, then we should support that. Would they help them? You know, sometimes when they try for do things where you believe say they hurt your opponent, sometimes if they go in reverse. The same Cambia. Waiting some folks then they may do during that councillor's seat where we been contest na Cambia. We been make a big mistake, and I tell you about that say it backfire and it backfire. People then call the magistrates, the judge na Kailahu district where they deal with Mr. Kamaremba issue for make it able detain him until after that election day. I tell you, I say it backfire. Let me not do it. And indeed, then detain Kamaremba. What happen? All the supporters of Kamaremba, you know what they go vote for? Then go vote for the opposition. Then go vote for the opposition. That system we're not supposed to lose them. But because they make some certain decisions them, when they try to look at the consequence of that decision, and we lost that 6th day. 10 votes. Now we lost that 6th day. Let us see no more now. 10 votes. That is the same thing we they try for do back so. Now we don't go petition can the Yumkela for that 062 constituency seat. Now they don't tell we say we not get right. So we boost in morale. The people that will be they make that hesitation, we make them people that they become more stronger for support can the Yumkela that constituency day. The same thing. Just based on waiting the APC spokesman say. Some of them say we say we lawyers then and day. We say we lawyers then day. I've been talking to somebody we talked to President Koroma about this dual citizenship issue where don't come back fire per way. Then say that the lawyers then give that that advice to. Well, I believe that the lawyer then back but don't give this advice say make we go put kind of a petition, let we petition them or go to court because he registered at the time when he not a citizen of Sierra Leone or the United States no accept dual citizenship. Then they pay them at least, or if they don't they pay themselves, but at least let them make a better judgment for making them see. It just take couple minutes, less than 30 minutes for making go now the Sierra Leone, the United States Constitution and find out. You don't need to go take a book and begin to flip page upon page. All you need to do is go now online, Google. It come to you, or go now the United States Department website and find out. It's right there. the US government no bar somebody for make it become a dual citizen. The old way people that they talk about is during wartime. Now during wartime, that not bar you for become a dual citizen. So some of them here, the lawyers, and they need for do a better job for make them able to research better before they advise we leaders them, then go embarrass themselves. Panentia. Now embarrassment this. How you would say the United States Constitution bar people from becoming a dual citizen? How you would say so? If you're not possible, not expert, then they try for embarrass. It feels like say we lawyers them, then they do this deliberately for make sure say they embarrass with leaders them, because some of them leaders they're not legally minded, So then trust the judgment of their lawyers. Yeah, if the lawyers they're not able to do then research and for find out say this will work. Are they surprised so? Or is it because we believe in the Supreme Court say they will rule against Kanda Yumkela because we don't do it at one time where they rule against Sam Sumana, so therefore they will continue for doing. Like I said in my audio, this election is not Sam Sumana versus Anes Baikoroma or the APC. The international community don't begin involved by this election. I will tell you now for free. They don't begin involved because they believe say they are stakeholders by this election now. So why not? Let me just do the right thing, ladies and gentlemen. And this I get for now for today program. I just like for thank you all for watch this network. This is the network where they give you a very straight talk. Yes, most of the people that were in this network most of them then belong to different political parties. But when we come at this, we talk about the country and we get credibility for defend, because we don't defend that credibility there for the past 8 years. We continue for do that. Where it is wrong, we go say it wrong. It's not supposed to be so. Where it is right, we go praise for say yes, this is right. So I hope say when you continue, and I want for giving an update again on the elections, because I believe saying this election is a defining moment for the country. We don't get people them where they give away live results, where when I get for receive live data in this network during the counting period. We don't try for bringing every region of the country, then get a headquarter. So what do? We get somebody who would in their headquarters then there, as the result then they come within their constituency then their region then there, like north. As the result they come in now that neck headquarter there, then we folks then at that place there, then we pass on to we network, and we go display the result now for una. Una go able to get live updates of the results, and probably by the end of the day during that country day, una go don't begin understand what side things then they go. Okay, we ready for Savuna, because we think say what will they do so now we owe service to the nation. I thank una very much again. Good night. May God bless una.